So, Cameron, why are we on the floor right now? Can you tell me why?
Because we're sitting next to this beautiful banner for Clarion University, which don't they come here?
Yeah, they do come here. You can get a scholarship on point, on site, immediately when the day comes for you.
So is that instant decision day?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. How do you know about instant decision today, Cameron?
Well, I know because I've had some friends in the past who've done instant decision day, and I'm pretty sure we did an interview with Miss Wagan about it. Did we?
Yes, it was. And I see her right over there. So, right over there in this college career place. So, I think we should get to that. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think we should go check out that wonderful interview.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Hi, I'm here with Mrs. Wiegand today. I'm Maya Humphreys, and we're talking about instant decision. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Excellent.
So, what is instant decision? How does the process work?
Instant decision is a relatively new term. It's called IDD Day. I think that it has started to grow in steam and popularity throughout the years. I've changed the title a little bit to make it a little bit softer, and I changed it to meet and greet for an instant decision day, because a lot of times when you say instant decision, kids are thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be under the red light, I'm going to be interviewed, it's nerve-wracking. So I kind of changed it where it's sort of just like, it's a casual meeting, you're meeting with the rep, they're getting to know you, and as a result, they're kind of interviewing you in a soft way and accepting you right on the spot in my office to their college for admissions.
Wow. Is it one day or like a series of days or like all year round?
When I started this job, I think my predecessor, I had heard that she brought maybe ESU and Lincoln here because she was really friends with the director of ESU. So I thought, okay, this sounds like a good idea. So I remember calling ESU and saying, I'd like to continue, whatever this tradition is. And it took me a while to get him on the phone, but it paid off because now we have become friends. He loves Norristown kids. He's now moved to Kutztown. He still loves Norristown kids. He is a fan of ours and always comes every year. So as I started that process that first year, I think I invited Widener and ESU and Cabrini. Yeah. I just did 3. I didn't know what I was doing. I had nobody. I didn't have a pamphlet to look at. This is such a relatively new. So I kind of just made it to what I wanted it to become. And it's kind of grown every year. And this will be my 4th year doing it. And it is by far my biggest. I have about 14 to 15 relationships this year that I'm managing. And it's 15 days throughout the calendar. So it's definitely not one day. I will devote one day to that school and the students that I've helped screen to that point. So it literally could be 10 kids are interviewing up until I've literally had maybe 38, 40 kids interview in one day.
Wow. So if you interview and they like you, you get accepted?
There's a lot of planning behind the scenes that kids don't realize, and I do a lot of planning behind the scenes. I'm communicating with these reps in the summer, and I'm booking them to come to Norristown. We've already set up an agreement where they will come and they will waive everybody's fee. And I've already asked all the pertinent questions ahead of time so that I have all the information and I can screen the kids ahead of time. So when the kids are coming to me saying, I'm interested in Widener, I want to be nursing, tell me about nursing, I could talk about nursing, I could talk about the requirements, I could talk about the GPA, the SAT. I'm basically the admissions rep, but working for Norristown. And I'm never going to set a kid up for misery or unhappiness. So if I'm letting you have an interview spot, I'm pretty much guaranteeing that you're going to get into that school. Because I would never want you to be in a situation where you're nervous enough as it is, and someone says, oh, no, that's not going to work. And I know I've heard from other reps, and it's a nightmare where they will throw a rep in a room and throw 100 kids in there, and they didn't screen the kids ahead of time. And it's a nightmare because the reps have to be the bad guy, and the reps have to be like, sorry, So they love coming to Norristown because I've already done all the screening. I'm basically, hopefully, bringing 100% success rate to the kids that I've screened ahead of time. So it's a win-win for everybody.
So which colleges come?
So these colleges that I've built a relationship with, they're always my core that I love every year, and I think we've become friends, and they're always invited back. But every year I try to switch it up and, do my research and kind of notice that kids in Norristown will go maybe half an hour away, up to about an hour and a half, 2.5. They really don't go beyond that unless it's like a Penn State University Park or something of that nature. So every year I kind of re-strategize, look at the list, see if I can make new relationships, reach out to them, ask the questions. If they say no, they say no. But in return, I tell them I will provide you, a wonderfully smart, diverse group of kids who are first generation and ready to go to college with great financial aid packages. And, they're interested in that. They are definitely interested interested in more different thinkings than just a solid mind. So this year I have Widener, which is one of my favorite schools because my husband went there, my sister went there, my brother-in-law went there, so we have a lot of passion for Widener University. Cabrini, I love Cabrini. They're so good to us. They do so many things for us. They give us great scholarship money. Alvernia is a wonderful allied health school. Bloomsburg is a state school. Chestnut Hill is a new relationship that I cultivated, very similar to Cabrini. Millersville is a state school, and I do love state schools. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm a big fan of the 14 state schools of Pennsylvania. Immaculata is a new relationship. Lock Haven is a state school. Clarion is a state school. Lebanon Valley is a brand new relationship. This is our first year with them. Shippensburg is a state school, and I'm reintroducing myself to Arcadia. I did have Arcadia come the first year, and then we took a gap, different reps, came in, and I re-invited them back. So every year I want to have the same faces and new faces, and then I track every single interview. I track every single student that goes, ultimately where do they deposit, and I would have to say last year was my most popular year where I had over 375 interviews in my office, and the majority of the kids were depositing at a Penn State, a Temple, a Westchester, and these schools.
Oh, okay. So what's the reason that most kids don't go out of school for college?
When I first came to Norristown, obviously I didn't know much about Norristown other than what I'm reading on the internet. So I'm assuming they went to HBCUs, or I'm assuming they went to, and I was wrong. So as I came here and I started to notice the schools they were applying to, and I walked through the financial aid process with them, what I'm noticing is probably 99% of our kids stay in Pennsylvania. The number one reason is because we have fantastic options in Pennsylvania. We are a relatively small yet big state with over 300 schools, 2-year schools, 4-year schools, military. We have everything you possibly could need right here in Pennsylvania. But mainly, money does some talking. So a lot of our kids here do get financial aid. So they will fill out the FAFSA, which is available October 1st of this year, and they make it the maximum from the government, but they also make it the maximum from the state. So why would a student say, no, I'm going to go to Delaware. I don't need that $16,000 that the state of Pennsylvania is going to give me. Nobody's going to say that. So as I do my tracking, I would say maybe 10 kids might leave the state of Pennsylvania to go to like a Howard, to go to, I think last year somebody went to University of Alabama. Florida is always a popular option. But 10 out of 350 kids, that's not a huge number.
Is there instant decision in, are they for every high school? Does it happen
Absolutely
here?
not. What I love about my job is I was hired to obviously consult and help kids go to college. I was hired to put on a fantastic college fair, which I'm excited about, and it's our biggest one this year. Nobody told me I was supposed to do this, and I love that whenever I have an idea, and as long as it's for the good of the students, nobody bothers me. Everyone just gives me the freedom that I need to explore and grow, and I think that type of permission is really wonderful because, like I said, this started out with 2 to 3 schools, and then it grew because people found it to be successful. Kids were happy. I was happy. Administration was happy. And so I would say this is a huge endeavor. Most high schools do not have instant decision day because, one, it requires somebody in my role. But secondly, it requires someone who actually loves to do this, that wants to do it, wants to build it, wants to, you know what I mean? So it's a combination of that. So as I look around, I can honestly say that I don't think I can think of another school that has instant decision day in the surrounding area.
Oh.
So that's something I'm really proud of here at Norristown.
Yeah. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Well, I've done all my senior presentations. I finished yesterday. I sold the college fair. I sold Instant Decision Day. I basically said, please review these schools. Please email me. Please do some research. Contact me. Tell me that you're interested. I'll print out your transcript. We'll have a consultation. I'll talk to you. I'll be honest with you. I'll let you know if I think that you'll be accepted into the summer program or be put on hold or be accepted fully. I might even predict your scholarship because I've been doing this now for 4 years. And then if they agree to all of that, I sit them down in a Chromebook, they apply, I give them an appointment spot, and we wait for that day to happen.
Okay. So the seniors that take part in Instant Decision Day, is there a certain GPA they have to have?
Well, it's all different. Obviously, there's 14, 15 colleges, so they're all different. And also, there's things like summer program. There's limited freshman admission. So there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that they don't know about, but I am more than willing to share that. So, yes, above a 2.0 is probably kind of like the bare minimum for all colleges. So I would say if you were to come to me, A 2.0, for sure. The choices may be limited. If you had a 3.0, you'd be open to everything. Because I know the rep is going to say to the student, oh, you have a 1.6. I think it's best that maybe you do 1 year at a community college, get your skills up to par. And so I'd rather be that person telling the student that than make the kid go through the interview and have the rep. Yeah. So I'm willing to do that role just because I'm a very honest person, and I'm not gonna mess with your emotions, and I'm only trying to set you up for success.
Sounds like a great opportunity. I'm Maya Humphreys here with Mrs. Wiegand, and we've talked about Instant Decision Day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to the Eagle's Eye.